My ChatGPT history is bonkers. Like just the random shit.
Well, yeah, one of them is write a porno with me as the main star.
Honestly. One of them is hack into Zach's computer and unlock Planet of the Apes file.
Oh, shoot. Oh, should I? That's because Zach has a file on his computer called Planet of the Apes. That's just packed full of his hardcore.
Dude, that's free access. Anybody can get in there.
ChatGPT just said, error, file too large.
Cannot download 3 terabytes.
Server not prepared for this much malware.
It's all soft core porn? Okay.
Too much cuddling, not enough getting her done.
DP levels very high.
Oh no.
I'd be shocked if he still calls it that after all this time. He must have changed it by now.
He changed it to Planet of the Gapes.
Got him.
No, what would I be able to change it to? Like,
I mean, to be fair, Zach, you got to pick a name of a movie that nobody would ever actually click on to watch it, right?
Okay, guys. Legally Blonde 3.
ooh.
No one fucking wants to watch that. I
But
don't even
women
think
might-
the main
women might
actress is in that
sometimes.
bitch.
Women might sometimes.
Oh, fuck. Any of the American Pies that aren't about the main cast.
Oh, I think I have one of those. Yeah, American Pie Girls Rules. I have an American Pie folder.
And you have an American Cream Pie folder as well.
An American Dad folder.
And an American Daddies folder.
You piece of shit.
And a Legally Blonde and an Illegally Blonde.
Whoa now. Hey.
Oh, my God.
It's all above board in my folder, I promise.
It's only 60 plus. That's it.
Just to be safe.
Any of the Terminator movies with Marky Mark.
Terminator or Transformer?
That's the one.
I was like Mark Wahlberg's Terminator.
Yeah, Transformers. Sorry, let me hit you again with that. Any of the Transformers movies with Marky Mark.
Not Shia? You want to see the ones with Shia?
Yeah, the ones with Shia and Megan Fox, dude. Megan Fox made me realize stuff about my body.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf did too.
Talk about holes, am I
Right? He was so young in that movie. You're not allowed.
Anyone notice that his last name in that movie is just reverse of his first name?
Yeah, that's kind of a part of the movie, dude. They mentioned that in the fucking movie.
I didn't know that. I didn't watch it that closely.
Did it have any significance? Was it his treasure? The Yelnats treasure or something?
There was a curse. There was a curse on their family, and he needed to carry his buddy up a mountain on the god's thumb, and then
Against the danger of lizards.
They eat some like onions that are sweet, and then the curse is broken, and they find this treasure from a bandit chick from back in the day who used to have a school, but then the mayor of the town hung a black dude that she was really in love with, and then she was like, "Oh, that's it. I'm a bandit now."
You remember this movie very well.
Way too clearly. I don't know.
Fucking top 5?
I remember something about sneakers and something about those lizards.
So the funny thing about the sneakers was the sneakers were actually stole by the guy he brought up the mountain. He didn't actually steal the sneakers himself. He got charged with it, but just afterwards, the guy who actually did steal the sneakers got charged with something else and was there weeks before him because he didn't have any lawyers because he was homeless.
Right.
Do
you know what's the first line of the movie?
Yeah. How long's the runtime?
Sing me one of the songs that are played in that movie. Digging up them holes. I'm pretty sure.
I'ma dig up them holes.
No, Zach, it's actually a real song in the movie.
No, shut
Yeah, the cast raps in it, including Shia LaBeouf. It's great.
Gotta dig them holes.
No,
digging up them holes, baby. Digging up them holes.
I've got to dig up them holes.
Why don't we karaoke?
We could, man.
Hey, do you guys have the Holes soundtrack?
Holes soundtrack?
Well,
welcome back to Anime Not Be for everyone. I am one of your hosts, Brody Morden. I'm coming in with a anime today. I'll tell you about it in a second.
And I'm Stanley Yilnats.
Oh no.
And I hate anime.
Wow.
No.
Just kidding. No, I'm Caleb Morden. That's not my thing. I don't say a different name.
Yeah, my name is Osprey Lynn Asparagus. And I have nothing to do with ospreys or asparagus, so don't even try it.
Or Augustus?
Or, yeah.
Okay, yeah, right. None of those things. What are osprey? Aren't they birds?
Maybe.
And what are asparagus?
No, my name is Zachary. I like anime too, and I'm hoping Brody brings us something fun.
Wow, Zach said his real name and that he likes anime. He's fallen in line, guys.
Yeah, HR had a talk with me. Combo is now in a heavily locked box, and if he ever shows up again, I'm getting another strike. So.
Yeah, that's what prompted the HR reprimand in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Zach, we're going to have to talk to you about this what is it, Combo Clancy here?
We should have never hired them.
Yeah, I hear that 99% of his lines get edited out anyway, so how about we don't bring him back ever again?
It's just wild how much he was brought up throughout our first year of podcasting. We just had to cut him off every time. But like, that's why our sessions went for like 5-6 hours. It's just Combo kept on coming back and saying some shit.
Yeah, he was trying to get in the episodes every time, but the first one he managed to get in was episode 41.
Yeah, we were able to veto him after the first year because he said he wanted to be a part of one of our intros, and we agreed to it begrudgingly, but now, everyone just loves him so much, so it's tricky.
So we let him say one mildly racist thing an episode.
No, we don't. We don't do that. We don't do that.
We call it the combo quota.
No combo quota. This is no. No.
No, we always yell at him and tell him to go away. He's really sad now, though, Brody, and I think we've hurt his feelings.
He's hurt a lot of other people's feelings.
That's fair.
Today, I just want to share some funny memes, if that's okay.
Funny to you, maybe, Combo. Funny to you.
Combo, where'd you find these memes? Are they Facebook? They're Facebook, aren't they?
Yes. With a splash of live leak. There's a group of in the back of a classroom. And the teacher says, and all the kids turn and go, what?
Jeez.
So I thought that was funny.
Something we can't use.
Nope. There's another. I'm gonna have a low bleep sound over that entire story, and just so the audience recognizes how much of Combo just gets trashed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Brody, where was the yelling? You're supposed to tell him to get back in the closet or whatever.
Oh yeah, sorry. Combo, get the fuck back in the shed, man. You needed your space. I gave it to you. I put a couch and a flat screen in there. You got a mini fridge with some beers. Get the fuck back in your shed.
All I get is BBC, and it's fucking terrible.
And not the good kind of BBC, if you know what I mean. All right, Brody.
Moving on.
Brody, yeah, what are you bringing to us today? I think this is a mystery to everybody on this podcast, what show you're bringing to us.
Is it?
I don't know.
I feel like I said it last podcast.
No, you gave like 3 options, and one of those options was, I don't know, might be something different.
Yeah, well, it's one of them that I said.
Okay.
I'm going to be talking about a little show called Bleach, baby.
Ooh,
yeah.
right.
Nice. I hear it gets rid of COVID.
Combo?
That wasn't even a comment. That's just misinformation.
It's Facebook knowledge from a 50-year-old's perspective. Combo.
I can see Combo Clancy just loving Donald Trump.
Yes.
So, I think that was spot on for his personality.
Yeah, I got sick for a week, but did I get sick with COVID? Nope.
No, I felt like it was the flu. And an easy flu. Back in my day, the flu actually killed folk. Unlike this one.
Checkmate, libtards.
Fuck off.
Oh, fuck.
All right, Brody. I've heard you talk about Bleach before. Isn't it one of your favorite shows out there?
Yeah. The tricky bit about it is it's just like Naruto and One Piece and Dragon Ball. big. So getting to what I love about it is like 200 episodes in. So the first bit of the show, well, the first like 25 episodes isn't even like the good shit. So it was kind of a begrudging experience a little bit.
A slog.
Yeah, but gives us more opportunity to laugh at its quirkiness.
We're going to talk about the show when it's bad, but it gets good.
I'm just letting you guys know that this isn't a great representation of the entirety of Bleach.
Yeah.
It's the first bit while they're still like figuring out what works for them.
All right.
Anyways, the Soul Reapers are a group of ancient undead samurai, basically. They're from a dimension outside of our own called the Soul Society. They're powerful and magic users of
magic.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, not a single redhead.
Because gingers don't have souls.
Explain it. Yeah, okay.
Well, Brody looked confused.
The irony of it is the main character, Ichigo, has orange hair.
What the
Yeah. So they wield strange katana-like swords with them. They have some truly powerful members going out and keeping the world safe from these hollows, these massive spirits that have the urge to devour souls.
And they're just roaming our Earth?
Yeah, but we can't see them. We can't see ghosts.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, you can. Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, straight up question.
Yeah.
Do you guys actually believe in ghosts?
No. But the amount of stories about ghosts I've heard from people that I think are sane makes me question that.
That's fair. You're like, I really respect this person, but then they started talking about ghosts.
Like, I still respect them, but now I'm just confused.
Every single time.
Do any of us on this podcast believe in ghosts?
I mean, like, yeah, if you die in a warehouse that's made with asbestos, that's how you get ghostified, right?
Question for you. Trillions of people on the planet over the span of humanity, wouldn't everyone have had a ghost experience in some sense, or does it have to have a personal connection with that person?
It's pretty rare to die in a warehouse full of asbestos.
Also, ghosts don't tend to like fuck around. Like, once you're a ghost, you get to fly, you get to like goof around with platypuses. Like, what's the point in messing with humans anymore?
What are you doing with platypuses?
I don't know, pretending to walk like them. And
What the fuck?
That's Zach's image of the afterlife.
Just walking around like platypuses.
That's where I'm going first.
Fly? Why? Wait. If you could fly, why would you want to walk on all fours?
To make the platypuses think you're one of them.
Oh, shit.
Obviously.
And I'm not doing that for like a millennia. Like, that's probably the first 40 years, and then I'll move on.
Just become one with the platypus. Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, this story isn't about one of these people from the undead samurai world. It's about your average 15-year-old Japanese student.
Of course, 15-year-old always is.
Never grade school, only high school.
And never college age.
Never college.
Nope.
Ichigo loves his two sisters and his dad. They're all very close. His dad does this thing where he attacks him profusely, just like the dude from Pink Panther.
That sounds like abuse, bro.
Yeah,
it sounds like a hostile environment.
To help him keep up his guard at all times.
That's a terrible thing to teach your child.
Always be on edge, son. Never relax.
This usually involves his dad throwing himself at Ichigo and Ichigo drop kicking his dad in the face. So the person who's getting hurt is usually his dad, in all fairness.
Can you imagine going over to visit them? Like, Ichigo brings you back for like a lunch or whatever, and then his dad goes to attack him, and then you just witness your friend drop kick his dad in the face.
I would be so proud of my dude. I'd be like, holy shit.
At first you're like, should I call child protective? Oh, no, he's got it.
He's good.
Is he gonna be all right? And the dad's rolling on the ground.
I'm so proud of you, son.
Good job. It's basically the relationship they have, yeah.
Be my 10th rhinoplasty this month.
One day after school, Ichigo is talking to a local ghost girl he's come accustomed to. She's just chilling. Oh yeah, he can see the
He
dead.
can see ghosts. Okay.
Right.
Yes.
So he's the one on the bank judging me.
When he sees you crawling around with the platypuses. Yeah, I wondered why he was always just shaking his head. Like,
Is that ghost twerking? No, I think he believes he has a
Jail.
Okay, anyways, he can see ghosts, and it's become something that it's become a bigger part of his life more recently.
Is this pretty rare? Like, it's not common knowledge?
Yeah, it's not
like, people
common.
don't see ghosts.
No.
Okay.
Suddenly, a massive monster comes and crashes into the wall that he's standing by, and the little girl goes, "Oh my god! And he's like trying to protect her when a woman with short hair shows up in a gi with a katana.
Is the monster real? Or is the monster a
or
ghost?
is the monster a ghost? Can everybody see this monster?
Sorry, the ghosts are real too, dude.
So the ghosts can just interact with the world as they see fit?
Okay, so there's like ghosts of dead people and then hollows. Hollows are these rancid emotions and hatred and like infects them and turns them into like these evil creatures, and that's what the Soul Society deals with.
Whoa.
So if the person is good when they kill him, kill the hollow, it will go to the Soul Society, which is essentially the afterlife in the show. If it's bad, it goes to the bad place.
Is that what it's called?
I don't like
That show with
we get to go see
Bell?
Kristen Bell.
But that place, that show's called The Good Place.
Yeah, they go everywhere, bro.
That's true.
Spoilers, sorry.
Spoilers, yeah.
Wait, they do? They were.
That was a very direct spoiler. So this giant ghost creature that just blasted through the wall is the bad thing.
Is the hollow.
And then the chick coming is to protect them from the hollow.
She's the good thing.
She's the good thing. All right, I'm wrapping my head around it. But some ghosts are good, some are bad. I need to figure out how this dynamic rolls.
This might be more confusing than I thought. Okay, let me just break it down. The Soul Reapers are also ghost type. Like, we can't see them normally.
Oh, the people who have the swords?
The people who have the swords.
Right.
So they're also kind of ghosts. Because they come from the afterlife. They're kind of like angels, but they're like reapers. I don't fucking know.
Is it a Danny Phantom?
Yeah, like Danny Phantom. Yeah, let's go with that. Anyways, this girl shows up with her katana, comes in and kills it, stabbing it in the face. One hit, and then fucking vanishes. Later that night, Ichigo's in his room, and the same woman in a gi comes into his room window. While she's monologuing, he drop kicks her and asks what the fuck she's doing in his house.
Nice.
She's shocked because she didn't expect he could see her.
Oh, so she was straight up monologuing for herself.
Oh yeah,
And
she was just like
perving on him. Like, what the
no,
fuck?
she was okay. She's trying to figure out why all this like bad soul energy is attracting the hollows and what's going on in this area that's attracting all these hollows. So she's just talking out loud because no one can fucking hear her. She's basically a spirit. No one can see spirits.
And in her monologue, she looks at him and goes, "Oh, what a stupid little kid. I bet he's an idiot." And then she just gets drop kicked in the face.
Bet this kid couldn't even drop kick if he wanted to.
He asks her what's the noise outside, and she realizes that she's been distracted. Ichigo's little sister kicks open the door, all bruised and scratched, and asks for help. His other sister is in trouble.
Dad's at it again.
Oh no!
He drop kicked me this time.
No, it's just Ichigo he abuses.
Okay.
He demands to find out who she is, and she says she's a Soul Reaper.
Nice.
He laughs and basically says to go cosplay elsewhere, and she uses her Kiri to paralyze him.
What is
The
that?
fuck?
Keto. That's what it's called. Keto is their magic abilities.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the diet. Like she only eats meats.
I mean, it is real life magic.
Rukia, which is the girl's name, who's the Soul Reaper, goes out and she paralyzes Ichigo and says, I'm going to go take on this hollow. I've lived 10 of your lives. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Ichigo begs to have the keto removed as he struggles to get up to his feet. And she's like, oh, you're not going to be able to. My magic powers are ballin'. And he breaks free of them. And she's full on perplexed, saying it's impossible for a human to do that. He grabs the nearest chair and runs in like it's WWE SmackDown. But the only thing that gets smacked down is Ichigo. After he comes out and gets smacked down by this hollow, she comes out to help him, making the hollow release Ichigo's sister.
Right.
The girl monologuing again after realizing the hollows are really after Ichigo, because Ichigo has a lot of soul energy. He can see ghosts. So yeah, probably should have put the 2 dots together, Chica. Anyways. And Ichigo's asked to fight it one-on-one. She sees this and jumps in front of him. Thump. She gets all stabbed and it's like, oh!
The Reaper gets stabbed?
Yeah, the Reaper gets stabbed, making her drop to her knees. She calls him a fool as she's bleeding out on the ground. All seems lost when she offers him a Zanpakuto.
Oh, it's one of these, right? The ancient one shows up and then dies in front of you and gives them their power or whatever.
Shazam style?
Like, yeah, or My Hero Academia. Is that an anime reference?
Yeah, it is.
Pretty
You know
good.
that is. What do you mean? In order to exchange her powers by running it through him, creating a new freaking Soul Reaper. He almost drains her completely of her powers, though. She's like usually has a lot of control of it, and she's just sucking up all her energy.
My man.
As he pulls out his new sword,
Oh, okay.
imagine a freaking kitchen knife, like the real thick one, but it's 4 feet
yeah.
long, and it's just on this tiny little ass handle.
Nice.
And that's his freaking Zanpakuto sword. With this in hand, he kills the hollow in one fell swipe. He's just like, whoosh, and the guitar solo in the show is just like, because it's like 90s and super cool.
Oh, it's a 90s anime?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ichigo is off to school, and on his way, his classmate bumps into him. Orihime, the cute girl in his class. She's got she's got a massive crush on him, but he's oblivious.
As it always goes.
He sits at his desk and is chatting to his buddies, Chad, and a few others. So we got Rukia, Ichigo, Orihime, and Chad.
I thought you were making that name up. I didn't question it. I thought you were just like, he's a Chad. I'm just going to call him Chad.
No, I don't want people to have the view of Chad as a Chad, even though he's a big, strong man. He's good people.
He's more of a Devin, right? He's not a Chad.
Sorry, what?
Do you know someone named Devin?
No, I don't.
Okay, just making sure.
But I picture Devin as a nice, big, strong man. But he's not as chatty as a Chad.
Really? Because when I think of Devin, I think of like a girl.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
And on the back of her shirt, it says 7 minutes in Devon.
All right.
When Rukia, the Soul Reaper, shows up behind him.
Oh, she's still alive? I thought he sucked her off.
Yeah.
She managed to bounce back for round 2.
Yeah. And introduces herself as a new transfer student. He asks why she's still hanging around and hasn't gone home yet, and she tells him, seeing as he siphoned most of her magical energy out the night before, that she can't.
Oh, she can't teleport away, so she decides to go to high school instead.
Yeah.
Well, there was a reason she was sent to this place, was to defeat hollows. And now her ability to do that is inside this fucking student.
So she's 21 jump streeting it just to get her
She's
magic
21 jump streeting it.
Finger popping.
So you might be wondering how she's being seen by everyone, because she's a freaking ghost. Well, she's in a thing called a Gigai, a suit that Soul Reapers use in order to blend in the real world.
Oh my god, a skin suit?
What?
She's wearing a fucking skin suit?
Yeah. She's wearing a skin suit. She's like, yo, technically you're a Soul Reaper. There's still hollows. You need to do your thing. And he says, hell no, not interested.
Right. I got to go to math class.
Yeah.
Then she puts on like this weird fingerless glove and smacks him in the face. In fact, she smacks him so hard, his soul pops out onto the ground and his body just lays there.
Ooh.
In his other form, he's now wearing the same gi with his massive butcher knife sword. She tells him it's his duty to kill hollows, and he disagrees. While they're walking around, he sees a ghost in trouble, being chased by a hollow, and decides to step in and help.
Does his body just get taken to the nurse's office, or?
Yeah. Help! Get some help!
Holy fuck, he's dead! He's fucking dead!
You just slapped this kid to death. Who are you?
I think for the time being, they just assume he's fainting or some shit.
That's Ichigo. He just has seizures, man.
He just recently just falls to the ground for no reason. Is gone for like an hour and a half, but when he comes back, he's fine. A little tired though.
I'm sick of waking up with a wallet in my mouth, guys. Come on.
So he's taking his duty seriously now that he's seeing ghosts in trouble.
Well, he says when Rukia says it's his duty to do this, and he's like, nah, when I see someone in trouble, I help. There's no duty.
That sounds like a duty to me.
Well, it sounds like he's just foregoing a paycheck. The fuck?
Yeah.
But it's a ghost paycheck. How much are ghost paychecks really worth?
It's in Platypuses.
Orihime, that popular girl in school who's got massive amounts of friends.
You keep doing it.
She's home alone, and a figure's floating outside her window, looking lovingly at her, when two bigger shadows come behind it and pull him, devouring him from within.
So we had a peeping Tom ghost, and then other ghosts came and
Ate the peeping Tom.
and became peeping Tommy.
Became Peeping Tommy.
That's the evolution of peeping Tom, is peeping Tommy.
Yeah. And eventually peeping Thomas.
Ichigo and Rukia are walking to school when they bump into Orihime, the popular girl.
She didn't see any of it, right?
No.
'Cause she's not a ghost whisperer.
She's not a
Yeah.
ghost whisperer yet.
Yeah. Ooh.
She seems off, though. When I say she seems off, I mean they hear a car going, "Greep," and then she's on the ground, and then Rukia is like, "Hey, did you just get hit by a car?" And she's like, "I don't know, maybe," and then walks away. It's like, okay.
Yo, that girl's on crystal for sure.
No, she has a concussion, guys.
That's bath salts.
But there's
For
strange
sure.
marks on her leg. I don't know.
It's probably from the tires of the car, my guy.
What are these strange patterns? What's the tire mark?
So you're not from this world. That's just a car tire, dude.
at them.
Rukia, wanting to know more, asks about Orihime. Ichigo tells her about Orihime's brother. He passed away a few years ago at the family clinic.
Oh, he was the peeping Tom. Yeah. piecing
Rukio,
it together.
thinking it's odd, says she's heading home. Ichigo asks where that even is, and she evades the question and walks off.
Oh, but Rukia's going home? Yeah. Is
Yeah.
she squatting somewhere?
Later that night, Rukia is in her room laying on her bed when her phone goes off. It's like a flip phone that notifies her when hollows are in the area. Ichigo hears something coming from his closet. He's about to investigate when Rukia bursts out of his closet where she's been staying. She's got a little mat down there, and that's her room. That's where her place is.
I see. She is squatting. Yeah.
Yeah. She tells them there's no time to explain and smacks his soul out of his body. Right as she does this, a massive claw comes bursting through the wall. It almost gets him. Ichigo, having a massive sword, keeps fucking up his room while fighting this thing.
I'm sorry, did you say clock?
I said claw.
Oh, okay.
A massive clock comes flying into the room and grabs him.
Big Ben just fucking...
Sorry.
Tick tock.
Your time's up, asshole.
The mask breaks and he sees the face of Orihime's older deceased brother. Once this happens, he leaves, and then the two of them, Rukia and Ichigo, are left in a room.
So that was like the hand monster that ate him, essentially.
I'm not sure if I
Corrupting
ever
him?
called them a hand monster, but they
I pictured it as big ol' hands.
Okay, sure, yeah. On the other side of town, Orihime and her friend hear some noises. Ichigo runs to protect his friend. A battle ensues, and both Ichigo and Orihime's brother and Ichigo are fucking...
I'm getting real confused with all these names. I'm going to put it out there. I don't know
I
what's
think you
going
said
on.
Ichigo twice in that sentence,
I
too.
did. I was spazzing when writing this, apparently.
Can we call the main guy Bleach? Can we just do that? Just to help me out?
Orange hair?
What about Main Boy? Main Boy might help me grasp it.
Yeah. So the main guy and popular girl brother are fighting.
Perfect.
They're fighting. Okay.
They're fucking each other up. When Ichigo is about to get killed, Orihime runs out to hug her brother, and the massive mouth grabs down her shoulder, and she's like, I love you anyways.
Why are you eating me, step bro?
Oh, I don't mind.
I love you anyways.
She's apologizing, essentially saying that the reason he was a ghost in the first place is because when he was dying, she asked him to not leave her side and wanted him to be with her because he raised her and whatnot, and that's why she's living alone at her home.
My heart.
They talk offhandedly about a hair clip that she has. It was one of the last things they fought about, and she thought it was too kiddie for her or whatever. But now she wears it proudly.
Okay. Significant hair clip. Last thing they fought about, and now they're ghost best friends.
They're ghost best friends. Well, she hugs him, says sorry. He's like, no worries. And he
goes to heaven.
His ghost business is done now.
Right.
And he left it in a pile on the floor.
His ghost business.
The next day, Orihime is telling everyone about what happened to her house, which is completely fucked from last night. She tells them a big sumo wrestler with a gun came in and blasted a hole in her wall.
Holy shit.
That's just a lie, yeah?
All her friends don't believe her last night, but
until they see the news reports.
But apparently Rukio had this device to full on Men in Black her and erased her memory, and that's just what filled with it. Chad is a 15-year-old who looks like he's 30. He's massive and jacked.
Wait, I thought you said he was Chad. Sorry.
Is Jack?
Yeah.
It's funny.
Funny.
He has this bird who's been possessed.
He's got a possessed bird?
Yeah, he's got a possessed bird. It's talking to him.
I think that's just called a parrot.
There's nothing on the other side. Prepare for the void.
This bird has been used by this hollow who can spit explosive leeches at people.
Well, that's fun.
Yep.
Do they even suck your blood? Just like leeches are one of my primal fears. And then, yeah, to add that they explode.
Right?
Now I have a new
Imagine if
fear.
after they sucked all the blood, they just explode. Yeah.
They pop.
No.
Blood balloon.
Blood balloon fight.
And then we come in from the backyard and our parents are like, what happened to you? Because we're just all covered in blood.
All just covered in fucking blood, dude. Anyways, there's an episode where this bird and Chad bond, and Ichigo, main dude, and Soul Reaper chick
That's good.
help him, and we learn that Chad can somewhat sense the presence of ghosts. At one point, he's just kicking in the air because he knows something's around.
Right.
And Ruki
He's
is
got the
being
sense.
like, no, it's over here, dude. And he's like, oh, turns around and kicks it because the guy talks like this. So the way this hollow explodes his little leech dudes is he sticks out his tongue and sends out this noise wave.
Is this hollow in the parrot, you said?
No, it works
it's a
with the
separate
parrot. The parrot is trying to get help, essentially.
Oh, okay.
And he just, whoever this parrot contacts for help, he goes and then kills that person. The bird flies off again asking for help.
Oh, he's the bait.
He's the bait, basically.
Right.
Anyway, so Ichigo decides the way to stop this thing is to stop it from blowing up his little leeches. So he punches through the thing's teeth, grabs his tongue, and rips it out.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty metal.
And then he stretches it and goes.
Yeah, and then cuts his mask and face, and then his whole body evaporates.
Do all
those
of
have
these-
these weird masks?
Like Clorox in
Yeah,
Legend of Zelda.
weirdly like Koroks. Yeah.
And when you find them, they go, "You found me."
Do they say that?
I think sometimes.
I did the perfect impression, but no.
Yeah, he did.
Can you hit us with it again?
Oh, fuck.
No, that's good that time.
Now that Ichigo has been doing this soul reaping thing for a hot minute, Rukio decides it's time to figure out something to do when his body's all...
It just literally flops down.
It just
there and
flops down
remains?
wherever he is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Up to this point, yeah, he just kind of lays on the ground as if he was dead. But he's not dead. He's got a pulse.
Oh, okay. But nobody's freaking out and thinking he's actually dead.
No one's really noticing, if I'm being honest, for the most part.
He's a bit of a loser.
Yeah, the bell rings and everybody walks out into the hallway and its body's just laying there.
They're walking over him. Yeah.
It's Japanese culture, baby. They're very polite.
That's polite.
She heads over to a small shack in the middle of the city. In front, two small children are sweeping and hitting each other with the brooms.
Wait. Okay, they're sweeping. I thought you were saying it in a cutesy way. Oh, they're sweeping.
No, they're
so
sweeping
cute.
with brooms.
Okay.
The one being a little shit hits the other with a broom, and Rukio walks up behind and is like, so you haven't grown up much.
Wait, Rukio has like history with this place?
Yeah, seems that way. Rukio asks if the manager's in, and they open the door for her. Two men are inside, one tall man with glasses, and one man wearing a big cloak and a bright white and green bucket hat, striped vertically from the middle. She grabs some of the stuff that she needs to keep her gigai, I think is what we called it.
The skin suit?
Yeah, her bodysuit up and running, and asks if the thing she ordered was finally there.
I'm going to need 10 tubs of lotion.
But this is like a black marketplace that's like dealing with their skin suits.
It seems that way. So it seems like this place might be more than just some sort of marketplace. It seems like it's a marketplace for soul reapers and that type of stuff.
Like a dark society that knows about them.
Yeah.
Like Diagon Alley or whatever it's
exactly.
called. Yeah.
Yeah. And she asks if the thing that she orders in. He says yes, and warns her to go easy. She can't fake this whole body thing forever. So one of the little kids goes, grabs the package, and gives it to Rukio. Rukio accepts it, leaves, and the man in the bucket cap goes out into the back and realizes on the side of the box there's a warning label on it. Dun, dun, dun. So Rukio just got this new package that seems to be dangerous.
That says fragile.
Unfortunately, she cannot read either, so.
So she just shakes it. What was in the box? Did it reveal that?
Well, at school later that day, she gives Ichigo, the main protagonist,
Thank you.
I think I got his
the
name
thing
now.
she
I
bought
don't.
earlier that morning and tosses it to him. It looks like a Pez dispenser with a duck head
Nice.
on it. And on the side of it says
It says Pez.
soul candy.
Soul candy.
Okay.
He's like, what the fuck is this? And she's like, swallow it and you'll understand.
I would never do that for
No.
anybody.
For anybody. Nope.
Well, he pops one in.
Reckless abandon.
He pops right out of his body with ease. And she tells him not to worry. He has a substitute soul in his body now, and no one will ever be able to tell the difference.
Oh, so it turns his body into an automaton?
Nice.
Something like that. His body stiffens up and says, "Hi, I'm Ichigo." Rukia gets a notification on her phone. She grabs Ichigo and drags him away to a hollow. Once gone, Ichigo's body kicks a fence in so hard it breaks in half.
His
The
leg?
teacher sees him and is like, "Is that you, Kurosaki?" Then he goes around the building to where Ichigo's class is and jumps 3 fucking stories vertically to just walk into the classroom via the open window. People in the class are confused and a bit scared, asking how the fuck did he do that?
Hello, fellow students.
There's a big trampoline over there. I just jumped.
The inner dialogue of Ichigo's body is talking about how happy he is that all the eyes are on him. Talking like almost a young kid who has been hidden away from people his whole life. He sees Orihime and goes over to kiss her hand.
I really don't see what was wrong with just letting his body be passed out. Nobody seemed to care. This seems
Yeah.
significantly worse.
They're normally supposed to mirror their actions and just act as if they would normally.
Yeah.
And they didn't really have much time to interact with it before having to run off. So this, as you'll find out, isn't a normal sub-soul. It's a mod soul. It was created for military purposes and then banned and destroyed, but this one somehow survived.
And that's what the warning was.
Flash to Ichigo's soul after killing a hollow. He's rushing towards the school and Rukio tells him there's literally nothing to worry about. And Ichigo is telling her he's got a bad feeling about this.
I just got a text. Like...
As they approach, a table goes flying out of the classroom window, and Rukio is just like, so you were right. We should fucking get going.
What do you mean you won't date me?
The two corner the mod soul, Rukio at the actual doorway and Ichigo in the window. It goes on the offensive, just kicking Ichigo's soul over and over in his stomach. To everyone in the class, it looks like Ichigo is fucking losing his mind, just kicking the air frantically.
All right, because nobody can see these soul people. Yeah.
Then he grabs Ichigo's soul and throws him across the room into like a bunch of tables, and everyone screams and thinks there's a poltergeist in the room, where it's just their buddy Ichigo.
Trying to get his body back.
Yeah. Rukio tells Ichigo that it must be a mod soul, a type of soul that was built for military purpose, giving a massive power that were deemed too dangerous and all destroyed. All except one, it seems.
And it just happened to be in this Pez dispenser.
The first one at the top of the fucking... Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Ichigo hears about them being destroyed, thinks how terrible it must feel being trapped your entire life, finally getting a flash of freedom, and then being told, okay, you're going to get fucking destroyed.
Right. So he has a change of heart, and it's like, you can just keep my body. Go for it, bro.
Flash over to the mod soul, and he's jumping for joy, a few stories high each bound, enjoying being the center of attention. As he's jumping around, he sees kids playing their DSs, playing a Pokemon-esque game, talking about just getting rid of the useless Pokemon, and he gets really worked up about it and almost beats the crap out of these small kids till Ichigo's soul shows up and stops him.
It's a game, bro.
I know Squirtle sucks, but...
You chose Bulbasaur! It's great for the first two gyms, but come on.
Rukia quickly... catching up with Ichigo's soul, says that there's a hollow notification. They run off.
And they run off.
Yeah, getting his body out of the hands of this psycho powerful thing is less important.
Yeah, it seems pretty critical right now.
Right? I would agree. Yeah, so they run off, and then this is the craziest anime bit. He also runs off, and as the mod soul is running off, he sees the hollow that they ran off towards, going towards the kids that they just ran away from. Anyways, this mod soul ends up protecting these kids, fighting off this hollow, and Ichigo comes and finishes it off, and they bond.
So is this the third time today that this kid's just doing random shit into the air, and like nobody's called the nurse, nobody's like...
he's been all over town at this point. But yeah, I feel like the cops should be.
He's a danger to himself and others.
He almost beat up some children in the park.
Almost. The store manager from earlier walks up with his cane and shoves it straight through Ichigo's head, popping up the mod soul from the other side, it falling to the ground, and Ichigo's falling right beside it. They decide to keep the mod soul and low-key blackmail the store owner for selling it to her in the first place.
Whoa.
Right.
Ichigo, now not knowing what to do with this, he decides to put it in the body of this tiny little plushy bear, and it comes to life inside this bear and is named Cone from that point on. And he just has this like bear with sentience that he like brings around with him, and anytime he needs to go into his Soul Reaper form, he just grabs the bean from its belly, shoves it in his, and then gets the fuck out.
Has the soul agreed not to go absolutely buck wild when he goes in his body now, though?
They bonded. They bonded
Okay.
after the fight.
Okay.
He's like, yo, man, it must have sucked. But, like, that is my body. I would rather you not destroy it.
He comes back and he's got a full fucking face tattoo.
The
What did
girl
you
at the
do?
tattoo place really liked it.
Looks under his pants. What did you do?
I shaved an arrow pointing right to it.
Yeah, I wasn't always circumcised.
You guys ready for a game?
Yeah.
All right, we're going back to bad D&D. Do you guys
Ooh.
remember this? We did it before with home hardware tools.
Oh, yeah.
But essentially, I'm throwing you into a scenario, and we roll dice for certain traits. We'll follow like the general D&D kind of rolls. And then you guys will convince me of bonuses or whatever that you should get to your rolls based on whatever BS you choose to serve me at that time, okay? Nice. So let's jump into the scenario. You ready?
Sure.
Okay.
The year is 2699. Humans have advanced far into deep space using their patented sublight hyperdrive technology. The problem is, the distance we travel, even at close to light speed, almost always guarantees a one-way trip for anyone on board a ship. Therefore, humans have entered into the next space race to solve this problem. Closest to success is quantum technology. What if we can just link two places in the galaxy and make them exist as an identical point in space and time? This would make travel anywhere instantaneous, but this research doesn't come without its risks. So, I've given you a list of character traits that you can pick from, and this will choose to be the basis of your character for this little adventure. So if you guys want to read some and then...
Okay, I think I'm going to do absent-minded arsenal. Despite being armed to the teeth, you frequently forget which weapon does what. You often pull out a frying pan instead of a blaster, or accidentally activate a smoke bomb when you meant to deploy a grappling hook.
That's great. All right, Zach, what are you?
I am the hyperspace hypochondriac. I am a perpetual worrier who constantly fears the worst-case scenario during my travels. I do, however, carry an extensive collection of emergency medical supplies for every possible alien ailment, no matter how improbable.
Perfect. So you guys are a great crew together, all right? All right. You two are some of the best bounty hunters that I could find for this. I have a bit of a dangerous problem at hand. My research, it has kind of caused a tear in space-time before I learned how to fully stabilize it. Whatever. Whoops, my bad.
Oh, shit.
I need you to make it to the center of my lab and shut off my device before it causes a cascade of catastrophic events. I have no idea what's in there. It could be literally anything at this point. You guys got any questions for me?
Is there a password?
For what?
To get in?
No, it's just a door, my guy.
You have all this terrible things behind a door with no passcode?
But right now, who knows what's behind that door? The space-time as we know it is collapsing.
Oh, fun.
Oh, golly. Well, we better get a hustle on.
The Space Craigslist ad didn't say anything about this.
Gotta shut off this device quickly, come on.
Let's do that then.
All right.
Hey, what's your name, fella?
Oh, me, Jabambles. Jabambles the Third.
And what race are you, Jabambles?
Yes, I do have one of those. What about you?
I'm just a human. My name is Jeffrey Epstein.
No, you cannot.
That sounds familiar.
And I'm just trying to make a few extra space bucks ever since my Earth fortune ran out. So that's why I'm here.
Well, I'm here because of, I heard of catastrophic doom, and, well, I think I can help with that, with this powerful... Wait, this is my shaving cream. 1 second.
So you guys step through the first door. You're entering the laboratory for the first time. You were just outside. And instantly you lose radio contact with the professor out front. So you're on your own from here on out. In front of you is a brightly lit, oddly perfectly pristine hallway with an intersection shaped like a T. So there's a door in front of you, a door to the left down that hallway, and a door to the right.
All right, I'll pull out my talkie device that I was given by the professor. Hello?
It just goes...
Not a huge fan of tight spaces. Jeffrey, what are we going to do?
I'm getting a bad feeling about this. I don't think I'll be able to fake my death out of this one.
I don't know what that means.
It's okay, nobody does. Do you want to just go down the main hallway, my man?
Always go right.
Well, as my fiancé once said, to the left, so I don't know.
Everything you own in the box to the left. Yes, indeed, let's go left.
Okay.
I always say left. Left's always the good one.
Through the left door, you see a similar appearing hallway with that same cross. It almost looks identical. But in the middle of the hallway, you see a small amorphous purple floating blob with a faint glowing light inside of it.
Blobby, is that you?
You know this creature?
Hello?
Oh my
Who's
God!
in here? What are you doing?
It's been so long, young child.
Who are you? I don't know if I know you. I've been in here for as long as I can remember.
Oh yes, you would think that way.
I'm very confused, but I'm ready if this thing burns, bites, or pinches me.
Don't worry, I'm just a blob. I don't have any teeth. You're okay.
Okay.
All
I
right.
think this hallway is looping. We got to figure out how to get out of here. I've been trying for my entire life. I think you might be stuck.
Oh,
Christ.
fuck. We really do this time, Humane. Can we look out the back door and see if it still goes into that same room?
Yeah, because the original door should still be a big old airlock, right?
Yeah, okay, so you can open that door, and it's the exact same hallway behind you.
Wait a second.
Uh-oh.
Blobby, do you know the doctor?
He convinced me to come in here. He needed me to turn off his device. That was like hundreds of years ago, though.
Oh my God.
And I thought I was the worst man ever.
We can leave this guy in here. He deserves to be in here forever.
Yeah, I agree.
Zach, you realize your entire character is just Jeffrey Epstein.
I know nothing about him, so it's totally fine.
But that's all you're referring to.
I haven't had a chance to heal anybody yet. Maybe I chose the wrong fucking prompt, alright?
You gotta be anxious. That's kind of what you picked.
Okay. Oh god, I hope they don't find my documents. Do you have any information that might help us, Mr. Blob?
Now, Jeffrey Epstein got a lot more nervous all of a sudden.
Yeah. They just raided my Florida house, so...
Oh my goodness.
I'm pressuring you for knowledge, Mr. Purple.
Are you pressuring for knowledge?
And I'm rolling for intimidation.
Oh, you're intimidating him? How are you gonna intimidate him?
We'll put you in a cube.
Yep.
A see-through cube. And we'll paint over it different colors.
No, that's my worst nightmare.
Yeah,
Aha.
I would imagine so.
Do you have any bonuses from your past that you could give me to this roll for intimidation?
I've made boxes.
And I am the author of many scientific studies on the effects of goop and goop-related substances on
This
the human
is why I
form.
know Globby. I've read your stuff. It's all coming together.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're an expert on goop and what their biggest fear would be as a goop-related...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
Spoiler alert, it's baking soda.
I would give you a +3 to your intimidation roll because he might recognize you as the goop expert.
Nice.
Okay, so total you got 19 on your roll of intimidation.
Nice.
So
Tell us what you know, fuck!
Like, I'm so don't put me in a box with baking soda, please. Okay, all right. I might have been lying. I'm sorry.
You piece of shit.
Blobby, how could you?
Why?
How could you?
I don't know. I wanted to be in this room forever. It's so peaceful. And then when you guys joined, I decided to create this infinite loop, which you guys have only been through one door, so you don't even really know that it's an infinite loop yet.
Well, can you turn it off, please?
I want to be with you guys forever. I don't want to turn it off.
All right, so the box comes back into play, Blobby.
Yeah.
But I don't want to
See
be
this-
in the box.
See this motherfucking box? Huh? You see
I
it?
don't want to be in a box.
Well, we don't want
okay.
to be in your metaphorical box of hallways,
I'm
Blobby.
gonna turn you into a grade 2 volcano, bro.
What? Okay. Where would you even get baking soda?
One moment. No, not gunpowder. Nope, not acid. My baking powder. Fuck no, baking soda. I fucked up one too many cookies with this mistake.
and as you're throwing the bake, like pulling it out of your infinite bag, it seems some gets on him and he sizzles a little bit. He's like,
Okay, I'm sorry, okay.
and then the faint glow within him dims, and then you feel like the room is no longer imbued with whatever this quantum energy he had.
I'm so sorry, guys. I just wanted to be your friend.
You still can be, brother. You want to go on vacation?
I don't deserve it.
And then he dives into the box of baking soda
Holy shit!
and just goes, and then he dies.
In the words of the Queen, another one bites the dust.
The queen. Awesome. All right, so you guys can now enter the next room if you want. It's a long and narrow corridor.
Different than a hallway.
Yeah, it's a corridor. It's got flickering lights and what looks to be battle damage all over the walls, floor, and ceiling. In front of you stands a very menacing 8-foot-tall silhouette. They have a metal sheen to their skin, but they look almost human with slightly off proportions. There are hints of screws and adapter ports in places that you definitely wouldn't find on a human.
Jennifer?
Who goes there? I do not know who Jennifer is.
Well, last time I said Blobby, and then that was actually his name, so I don't know.
What is happening? I don't understand. And he cocks his little blaster on his wrist at you guys.
Oh shit, can I raise my hands? Roll to raise hands.
I think you can just raise your hands.
He's trying to surrender because of your massively metal body. It's really big, dude. It's scary. What do you want?
It is definitely scary. I don't know how I got here. Do you understand what is happening?
Dude, I don't remember what I ate for breakfast this morning.
You were part of a space cult, but your drink wasn't strong enough. Your friends are waiting for you on the other side. Please, turn the blaster on yourself.
Is this you trying to convince the robot?
And roll for intimidation. Yep.
That's or persuasion.
I think that's persuasion.
Now, what's your background history? I don't know if I want to ask. In cult persuasion.
Well, let's just say I've convinced a lot of very important people to do very bad things.
I'm not sure if those fuckers needed convincing, if you know what I'm saying.
All right, you got a 6, and I'm giving you a +2 because of Jeffrey Epstein's history. That's an 8. So he goes, What are you talking about? I am a robot.
Fuck.
The last thing I remember is... And then he zips out of existence.
It remembered too hard.
Oh no.
And in its place, what you see in front of you is now a creature dripping in ooze. It has jagged edges all around their body. Imagine essentially a 5-foot-tall praying mantis that's dripping with acid. They're immediately hissing and swinging their arms wildly in the air, screeching.
Humane, I got this. Jennifer?
I don't know, Jennifer. And it's just like, what is happening? I was just fighting. I don't understand what's going on.
What were you fighting, scorpion-looking creature?
Yeah, it's cool, right? We're cool. Can we talk? We cool?
I was just on my home planet. We're warring with the AI that has took over. I don't understand why. Where am I right now? Did you bring me here?
Is your enemy 8-foot-tall robots with shiny, shimmering skins?
Yes, there's many of them.
All right, so we are an unrelated event, and if you wait a couple minutes, there's a good chance you'll just blip back to your planet. Okay, so just relax.
You're saying one of them was here?
There were, yeah.
Their name wasn't Jennifer either. Just so you know, I know that's a big deal for everyone.
I don't know a single Jennifer. But this is very important, okay? They're immune to every kind of damage. They're overtaking our world, but we have come up with... And then it blips out of existence.
Fuck.
And in its place stands that exact same robot in the middle of the room, which literally shoots a rocket off upwards towards the roof, and it explodes above you guys.
So it sounds like we're gonna need to talk to you, dude. The scorpion people are not cool.
Scorpion people? What? There was one here?
They're not cool with what you're doing over there, man. They're thinking it's not chill. I know you think you might be doing cool things, but they do not think that.
They are inferior. We are taking over.
Oh, let me tell you a thing about inferior. This Jeffrey dude beside me, piece of shit.
Why are you working with him? Yes.
For the greater good, my man. Sometimes we need to work with people we fucking hate in order for the greater good. And those scorpion peoples fucking hate you, and you fucking hate them, and your lives are terrible.
All right. Do you got any bonuses? What do you think?
I think that was persuasive argument.
All right. It was a 12. So he thinks for a second, he puts his arm down, and he goes, "You're saying they're the same as us?"
No, dude.
No, they created us. We are better.
They're
We are better than them.
scorpions. You're a robot. You're not the same. That's not what I was saying at all. This guy doesn't fucking listen.
I guess I misunderstood. And then he blips out of existence, and the scorpion guy comes back in, okay? And then he's screeching. One of his arms is missing, and it's bleeding, and he's like, I'm back. I'm back here? What is happening?
Jeff, do you want to take this one?
What's up, dude?
I'm bleeding out.
Man, that looks pretty fucking bad.
It is. I got a rocket launcher to the arm.
I've got no healing stuff in my bags, my man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. If someone doesn't do something, that looks pretty bad.
This guy's a psychopath. He has healing supplies.
It's getting faint.
I reach into my bag, pull out a stick, throw it away, reach under my bag, PCP
While
piping.
Zach stares at his bag of medical supplies, doing nothing.
I reach into my bag, pull out a sharp metal pokey stick, go up to it and say, "This is all I can do for you."
No, please, I know what to...
Thump.
You're really going to kill him?
Hubane, are we good?
Yeah.
All right. Good stuff. All right.
I just want to take a sample. I've never had this kind of acid before.
So, okay, you walk up to the door, and you go to open it, and it says, key card required. And as you guys are trying to rattle this door handle, you hear a slight blip noise come from behind you. And you turn around, and the robot is facing away from you, but he is there.
See that pool of goo there, robot man? I'm on your side. I need the
Yes.
key card to get the frick out of here.
You also notice that his feet are slightly sizzling below him. So he turns around, and he's like, What is happening? You killed one of them? Are you allies?
Brother, I'm always an ally. Let's go.
You also do see that he is holding the key card. It's like pinned to his chest.
Like, one kill for one key card? Sounds fair, right?
I've killed hundreds of these things in my time.
I put my hand on its shoulder and I say, "Then you deserve 100 of them. Let's fucking do this, my guy."
He's kind of a killer robot. You think asking him is gonna...
He seems pretty chill.
I just helped kill one of his enemies.
We're rolling for ask. And because
Yeah.
you killed one of his enemies, I'll give you a +4.
Nice.
While Brody's doing that, can I secretly formulate the acid into a medicine, but also a bioweapon that's a cartridge that I could put into a gun that Brody might have?
All right, so you're trying to convince him. I said I'd give you a what, +4?
Yeah.
Which means you get an 11 overall.
Your rolls are shit. Why can't I roll, man?
They're really bad, bro. I don't know. And he pushes your hand off his shoulder and he says, No, not everything I have fought for. I'm not giving you anything. And
All
then-
right. Well, that's too bad. Jeff? And I reach out my hand for the capsule that Jeff was putting together.
Here you go.
And you're going to shoot it at him?
I'm going to spray it at him. And I empty it into a spray bottle and just spray it at his face.
Nice. Yeah, you tried to pull out like a blaster and just
Yeah.
got like a Windex bottle. You're like,
This'll
it'll work,
do.
So you see the outside shiny metal start rusting and sizzling and dripping off of him. And in the process, it's stripping down his face and he's robot screaming in dubstep. And
Please add dubstep right there. Just a little.
and it drips down his face and onto his chest, and his metal chest starts burning away, and the key card falls off of him because it was attached at his chest, and he blips away. And as the key card falls to the ground, the dead body of the weird mantis creature appears there, and the key card just falls on top of it.
Hubane, are we good to go? I put it in the door.
Awesome. The room past this door is the main lab, finally. It's a large, rounded room shaped almost like a dome. As you enter, you both feel lighter, and the air is harder to breathe. Something definitely just feels off entirely. You see a large basketball-sized bubbles floating around the room. There are 4 of them, each glowing with a slightly different hue. At the center of the room, you see the device. It's about the size of a GameCube controller. I don't know why I wrote that down. And floating in the center of the room, it's emitting a very bright light and pulsing. There are buttons in the center of the device which read on and off. but all of the cords to this that provide power have been frayed and are destroyed, but it's still operating somehow.
I feel lighter, and I feel totally off for some reason.
You haven't perceived a single room that you enter into.
Could I perceive this room? I'd like to roll for investigation.
All right, what are you investigating specifically?
I'm investigating the GameCube controller.
You got a 3.
Oh no! That might be a PS4 controller for all I know.
It really looks like it. What about you, Zach? You going to investigate something?
Because I am actually part android, I have the ability to heal not only organic matter, but android matter as well.
Okay.
So I'm going to walk over to those frayed wires on the floor, and this is an easy fix.
Is this just shit you just made up right now?
It's bad D&D. He can make up whatever he wants.
Yep.
All right, Zach, I'm going to give you a +3 because you have part android body, I guess. You got a 14. So as you approach the device and grab the wire, you're able to try to input one of these wires into there, but it shocks you pretty heavily. No matter how good you are, it seems like it's broken for good. This button is not going to be able to be turned off.
Well, luckily I studied extensively for years in button technology.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually one of the reason I'm gone so crazy is my mind has been taken over by just full on button technology. So I unlike most of humanity, actually have a toolkit which I have to throw away a bunch of other tools to get to. It's like a mini 3D printer for button technology. So I just pull like that, and one moment, when I turn it on, you're gonna hear something. It's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. And I turn it on, and there's elevator music the entire time. It's kind of groovy, right? All right, hey.
And I'm sitting there with my hair out like this, and just like, okay.
All right. What do you think that gives you a plus in for a repair check?
Like 10?
Like 10. We'll give you a 5 because it's a little more than Zach's android body. So you get a 20. You get a 21. All right. So your 3D printer, which you have extensive knowledge in, forms around the button, is able to stitch together some of these wires, and the electricity is being well controlled, so it's no longer electric. Okay.
Sweet.
That was a good roll and good knowledge.
Awesome. I pressed the button.
You did it. You solved my puzzle, but in a terrible, terrible way.
That's how we do in bad D&D, baby.
Good job,
The galaxy
Gajonker.
is saved because of Jeffrey Epstein and friends.
Epstein.
Epstein. All right, what are we doing for Ed? Do you want to do the souls?
Sure.
Yeah.
Soul mod.
Soul mods that you put into yourself when you want to go do something else with your soul?
Yeah.
Is that the idea?
Welcome to SoulFoods.
Soul instead of Whole Foods?
Welcome to SoulFoods. When you need a refresher on what you do best in life, get that refresher down your gullet and just have it take over your body. Come on down every Monday through Friday, because we take weekends off because we're a family-run business.
Are you ever just too tired to do the chores around the house? Take our soul food and have them do it for you.
My name's Myrtle. I spend my days just loving doing chores. If you let me pilot your body, I'll make it spotless. Your house, too.
Our Myrtle, she's one of our classics.
It's not enough to scrub, you gotta exfoliate.
Are you nervous about the baseball game next week at school? Don't think you're going to be able to hit that home run as far as you used to? We'll have a soul take over your body.
Hi, I'm Tucker Keith, and I just hit balls really hard from a young age. When I was alive, I just fucking slam-choked those balls, and I'll make your softball coach be like, holy shit, this kid's going places. And then when you pop me out, you can just relax and take all the praise.
Do you have a hot date coming up? Want to impress them with a nice home-cooked meal, but you don't know your microwave from your stovetop oven? Well, we have the solution for you.
Hello, monsieur. I will cook you KD tonight, because that's all you have in your kitchen. But I will put the paprika, the pepper, and the salt, so much salt, and then I throw away the salt, because it does not deserve to be in your kitchen.
Just make sure to pop this soul out before your date gets to the good parts.
Once she comes, I will devour her in love and praise. She will know nothing but love and admiration. When you come back, if you come back.
Yeah, this is one of our most returned models because marriage after marriage have failed once a woman realizes what a true man can do, and then...
Remember me in your sweet, sweet dreams.
Did you agree to go to the movie theaters with your dad for Father's Day? But you really didn't actually want to go to the movie theaters? Have one of our models take it for a spin.
Hi, I'm Keith. I like watching movies. My dad died at a really young age, and I just don't mind spending some time with them because it makes me remember the times we watched Air Bud back in the theater before it got burned down, which ironically he was in.
Oh my god!
Anyways, enough backstory. Do you have a talent show coming up and really need to impress the ladies?
Hey, my name's Keith.
Wasn't that my guy's name?
Yeah, that was another Keith.
Yeah, ever since my dad died in that tragic fire, I've been really boning up on my magic tricks.
He used to tell me that girls loved magic. It's how he got my mom before she left.
You had to buy the fire wallet.
Pick from a wide selection of lovely souls, like this one.
Surf's up, dog. I got eaten by a shark, but now if you want to impress your friends in Hawaii, call me up.
And that one.
I was a dog, so walking dogs is fun for me. If they don't mind having their ass smelled, and if you don't mind, being the body that does that, please let me walk your dogs. My name is Spots.
And this one.
Dude, your partner ever want you to get into a threesome situation, but you're really uncomfortable with that? I'm not. Bring me in and I'll show them a good time.
And that one.
Do you want to do magic and create chaos among friends? Bejibbles!
Don't forget about this.
Somebody get you for a duel at high noon? Well, I've killed many of people, and I got killed once, but I can do better this time, I swear.
And that.
My name's Ook. I defeat your enemy. Choose Ook.
And this one.
My name's Chadley the Third, and I love swimming. If you don't know how to swim, pop me in, baby. I'll take you for laps. Just remember to always take me before going in.
And of course are always trustworthy.
I'm Jeffrey.
And remember, anytime your soul is feeling low, fill it up here at SoulFoods. You're always family. Especially on the weekends, because we're not open.
What?
Perfect. Especially on the weekends, because we're not open. Yeah, there's a lot of parallels to Yu-Gi-Oh! Here, so just want to put that out there. We're aware.
I don't know Yu-Gi-Oh!
Little Yugi's a shithead, but he's got a magic necklace, and then when he needs to duel really good, the pharaoh of dueling takes over his body, and he gets taller and sexier for some reason. Exact same hairstyle, different soul, but they look very much alike, and I guess that's why the connection's strong. I'm gonna do Yu-Gi-Oh! Soon.
Nice. All right. Where were we?
So they have the whole mod soul thing happen.
Right, and it's in a teddy bear now?
It's in a teddy bear now. Ichigo tells Rukia he's got to skip soul reaping tomorrow, which she says is out of the question. There's no skipping killing hollows. And he's like, well, it's my mom's death anniversary, so tomorrow I'm just need time with my family. We're going to go visit her grave. And she's like, oof. Big oof. In the Soul Society, a contract killer-looking dude is hired to track down Rukia for being in the human realm for too long.
Oh, they're not allowed to be? It's like controlled how much they can be here?
Yeah, like
You haven't clocked out in 2 weeks.
We're not paying you overtime.
well, giving your like Soul Reaper abilities to some human kid is not really looked upon as being an okay thing to do.
She didn't try to. He sucked her off.
Well, because she like basically offered it in order for
Right.
him to help protect her sister or his sister.
Right. So now they're hunting her.
So yeah.
Would you call it a hunt? Or do they just want to like know what's up?
Yeah, we're looking for Rukia, or are they like hunting her down? Like, what are they?
I would say they're trying to track her down for questions, figure out what's
okay.
going on.
Right.
Okay.
So the family goes to the site that his mom was buried, Rukia following them from far enough away that she can't be seen.
With an umbrella and a trench coat.
Right? She actually has like a One Piece-esque straw hat on.
Nice.
She bumps into the contract dude and asks to ask her some questions. He accuses her of having a thing with Ichigo, and he tells him he's crazy. He tells her it's bad. It's too bad because that's the only excuse that the Soul Society could believe, and says he's going to have to bring her back to the Soul Society, kicking and screaming if need be.
What do you mean that she has a thing with Ichigo?
Like
a romantic thing?
They can forgive love, I guess.
Yeah.
The only thing we forgive in the Soul Society court is love.
Is love, man. Cone goes running off to find Ichigo, and Ichigo comes running in.
Oh, Cone is the teddy bear now.
Yeah, the little
right?
teddy
That's what
bear.
they call him?
Yeah. The guy asks him who he is, and Ichigo says he's a substitute Soul Reaper, and the guy thinks it's a joke.
Wait, do you ever take your sub seriously?
Her doing this is considered a terrible crime, and the guy starts running at Ichigo, and Ichigo grabs Cone, pulls the pill out of his stomach, and throws it in one fell swoop, dodging the blade and going into his freaking Soul Reaper form with his big ass blade.
And now his body's also super crazy, right?
Or this is his only way of activating soul mode.
Exactly, without Rukia coming and slapping him in the face.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have a slap, so he's got to overdose real quick.
Just gotta pop that in. Like, him and Cone are, for the most part, good now. It's not like he's, like, going into his body and, like, doing
going
crazy
nuts.
shit.
Mhm.
He's also not really...
Super powered anymore?
Yeah, he's not used as a helpful entity, really. He kind of just
Which is
stays
weird,
back
because it
and
seemed like he
"Ah."
was like the Hulk for
Yeah.
a second, like jumping buildings and stuff. Yeah.
But that fucked up Ichigo's body. So
Right.
he's like, hey, don't do that to my body. And he's like, okay, well, then I'll just chill.
I need 2 knee replacements now, dude. Come on.
What did you do to my back? Holy fuck.
Where did my foreskin go? Sorry.
Bringing it back.
So when Ichigo goes into his Soul Reaper form, the guy is like, what the fuck is going on? The two fight, and Rukia gets a warning about a massive hollow presence in the area.
In the midst of this disagreement, they all go, and there's a big old hollow
There's a
distance.
bad thing. Let's
Yeah,
go.
right.
A little bit of backstory on how Ichigo's mom died. When he was a little kid, they were walking and it was all rainy, and there's like a stream that goes near their house, and he sees this little girl staring at the water at a fucking
The platypuses.
ghost platypus.
No, Brody, hey, the platypuses aren't ghosts. You are ghosts, and the platypuses are
Okay.
just amazed
My
that you're a
apologies.
ghost.
Yeah. So there's this small child looking at the platypus in the water, and he's like, "Mom, go help her, go help her." And the mom like just barely is able to see her, and goes and tries to help her, and then ends up falling into the river and dying.
Wow.
It's a violent river.
Dang.
Yeah, but it turns out that it was actually a hollow called the Big Fisher.
Wait, the river was a hollow?
No, like the little girl.
Oh.
You know, like those things at the bottom of the ocean that have like the little doily over their head that has...
anglerfish?
Yeah. its little light is souls of people that people know.
So it's essentially like holding a little girl soul as an anglerfish. That's really
like the
terrifying.
appearance of it. Yeah, like
Right.
if it consumed it or if it knows that someone it will not attack said person, it goes into that.
So do they win the fight and Buddy gets to talk to his mommy one more time?
Maybe we'll see.
Okay, sorry. I'm a sucker for a good ending.
They get there and Ichigo's two sisters are in trouble. The group jumps into action. Like they're all like grabbed and like thrown aside by this same entity I was referring to before. The Soul Reaper that was there jumps in to protect one of the sisters and gets all stabbed and like gives a speech about like wanting everyone to be happy.
No.
He has a time for a speech when he just got stabbed.
He
everywhere?
stabbed a bunch and he's like, oh yeah, there's a little speech. And then he also like continues talking throughout the rest of the fight too.
Just one last thing before I go. There's a sale at SoulFoods this weekend. Too bad it's closed.
They always do that. They're like, they have the most sales nationwide, but no one can actually use them.
It's the dumbest marketing.
Shop online. They're all fighting and stuff, and this is how I wrote the ending bit of it. The end of the episode is weird. Turns out the lure it's using to make Ichigo want to not attack it, which was his like mom at this circumstance, wasn't actually a lure, but a message that she had seconds before she died. I don't know. It's kind of confusing and bullshitty. It gives him the strength to fight off this hollow and make it, not kill it, but it goes flying off into the sky saying, "You won't see the last of me."
So it was using his mom as a lure so that he didn't fight it.
Yeah.
And then it turns out that lure had a message from his mom in it.
Yeah, and it was just like, "Oh, I love you, son. It's not your fault." Kind of message.
I just jumped into a river for no reason. Sorry about that, son.
Yep. Sorry about them motherless years.
I thought I could swim.
I was this close to divorcing your father.
Your father was always asking me to drop kick him. These old hips couldn't take it anymore.
Anyways, everyone's safe, but Ichigo's angry and he wants to avenge his mother still.
Yeah.
The Soul Reaper decides that they're good and he's still alive.
Oh, the guy who got stabbed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the bureaucrat?
Yeah, the guy who came down to take away the
Okay.
chick.
Mm-hmm. But like he doesn't have to tell on her. He can just be like, yeah, well, whatever.
I mean, it honestly seems like he's about to die.
Well, no, because he was good. He's good. He's good.
Oh, he's good.
He's good.
He's good. Just let me put that blood back in there.
Yep. Basically.
All right, I'm good.
Yep. Good. Just gonna put this organ here. Sew it up via soul magic.
Nice.
The Soul Reaper decides that they're in good hands, leaves, telling them that they can only do this for so long. Ichigo tells Rukia he wants to keep being a Soul Reaper so he can get stronger and avenge his mother.
Nice.
Ooh, he's got a mission now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now he knows it wasn't a freak accident,
Yeah.
right? And it was like manufactured by these evil soul things.
The next few days, something strange happens. They keep getting notifications of hollows and running after it, and nothing is even there. They get to the location, it's like, oh, it's freaking gone, dude.
Prank calls.
Uryu, which I'm just going to call Oreo because...
She's black on the outside, white on the inside.
What?
That's you haven't heard.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Her name's Oreo because she's sweet. Moving on.
It's a dude named Oreo.
Okay.
He's not too sweet.
Oh.
Well, his name is Uryu Ishida, a classmate of Ichigo's that he never really even noticed. He's been in the background for a few episodes, watching, listening, waiting. One day after they're chasing after one of these notifications and nothing's there, he walks up behind them.
With a strap on.
No, he's like, you just got punked.
Come out here, Ashton. What's up?
He's basically like, you guys are too late, and refers to them both by name, and they're like, how do you know us? Because they literally have never paid attention to the fucker.
Yeah, I'm in your math class.
I'm in your homeroom.
I asked you out in grade 4 and you told me I was ugly. So this guy's taking out the hollows with expert precision before they can even get there.
It seems that way. He tells them another one has just appeared and pulls out a massive magic bow and shoots it out into the air. Bolts of energy just crackling in the sky and then going into one of the fucking hollows and evaporating it.
And then the main guy looks at little girl and he's like, why didn't I get one of those? Fuck.
He's like, it seems like it's all handled. We're good here.
Yeah.
Bye.
Homing lightning arrows? Like, let this guy take care of it.
Yeah.
Well, he tells Ichigo he's his mortal enemy. He fucking hates the Soul Reapers because he is a Quincy.
He's a what?
He's a Quincy. The Quincy's wanted to kill all hollows and not give them the ability to go to the Soul Society because the Soul Reapers believe that, like, after they kill them, they'll either go to the Soul Society or the bad place. But the Quincy's just didn't even give them that choice and just fucking evaporated them to the bad place.
So it's a different faction.
Yeah, it's a different faction that they were fighting. They fought for like hundreds of years, and the Soul Reapers and the Quincy's ended up killing each other, and almost all of the Quincy's basically went extinct, or so they thought.
They did, and they have these freaking sick bow and arrows.
Yeah, well, the Soul Reapers have some fucking bonkers abilities too once you really get into the show.
After you've been about a month into the keto diet, you start to be like,
After seeing this, it's just like, whoa, you just obliterated that dude. What the fuck? And the next day, Ichigo finally notices him in class. Ichigo follows him out of school one day, and Oreo tells him that he can sense his soul energy coming out of him. And basically telling him that he's got no tact and like doesn't understand his abilities whatsoever. He's basically a plebeian.
Yeah, you're leaking, bro.
Yeah. Like Ichigo thought he was following him. He's like, dude, I knew you were behind me this entire time. I can smell your essence.
you fucking stink, dude.
Yeah. He then challenges Ichigo to a competition to see how many hollows they can kill when he raises up like this little capsule thing, and Ichigo's like, yeah, sure, whatever, bro. And then he smashes it.
I'm not doing anything right now.
I'm like, chill, my body's cool. And all of a sudden, all these clouds start showing up, and like chaos ensues all over, and Oreo takes out his bow and shoots one, instantly killing it, and is like, that's one for me, and goes running off.
Did he like release some hollows, or did he just like how did like
it's like bait.
Oh.
Oreo tells Ichigo that he better get moving unless he wants all the people that he loves to, get killed by hollows. He's being real shitty to Ichigo.
Kind of a jerk.
He tells him that the people with high levels of energy are the first to get realized and then eaten.
Oh, because the hollows will like detect this on him.
Exactly.
Essentially.
That's why they were attracted to him in the first place, and that's why Rukia came to help him.
Oh, that's why there's so many around this area all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So do all humans have a bit of like just natural acuity for this?
I feel like
thing?
some people have small amounts, but like Ichigo has a large amount. He could be a freaking paranormal.
He's just naturally sensitive to it a little bit. He's the chosen
His
one.
family seems to be naturally sensitive because he goes and runs after his sisters because he's like, oh, high soul spirit energy, my sisters. Goes running after them. Battles start happening all over the city. One where Chad, the big buff dude, protects one of Ichigo's little sisters. They realize that Chad has this like fight style passed down from generation to generation that gives him this like massive black and red arm.
This is so anime. It's like it's normal Japan, right? Is it taking place in Japan?
Yeah.
And like randomly the kids in this school just have a magical fight style passed down from generation to generation, and he's got a magical parrot he hangs out with, I think.
Well, he doesn't hang out with it so much anymore. The parrot went to the Soul Society after they killed the Hollow.
Oh, okay. Right.
No.
Another episode has Orihime, the popular girl, where she learns that the hair clip from earlier actually has little fairy things in them that are like technology based. So they'll like bring up shields and beams and shit, start shooting out. It's super strange and out of nowhere. She uses them to help fight off the hollows.
Yeah, what is she, nanobot Iron Man now? Like, what the... Just because
It's a really weird episode. And she uses it for some of the show, but I feel like at a certain point, they kind of just forget that portion of her character. I don't know. All the while, Ichigo and Oreo are fighting off their own hollows. The town's just getting overwhelmed. And it's a lot more than the original plan.
And no people can really see what's destroying the town.
They're
it's just getting ripped apart.
Because they're ghosts, so it's mayhem.
And they like close their eyes and shake their head, and they're like, "That was a huge truck. Whoa!"
Like, they're probably like thinking that there's like earthquakes happening or something. I don't know.
I don't believe in ghosts. Gotta be an earthquake.
Well, that guy just got his head bit off by something invisible. It's gotta be an earthquake, bro.
Okay. So who wins the little fight duel?
Well, it's still going on. It's like a few episode arc.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it
It's like
sounded
all
like
these
that.
people are learning their abilities within this arc.
Does Bleach soak his sword in bleach?
Yeah, what?
Is that a new power?
I was
Okay.
going to ask that at the end of this.
I
Why
have
the
no
heck
idea
is it
why it's called Bleach.
Okay.
Yeah, his hair's orange, so I think he like from black hair he bleached it and maybe it goes orange, and that's why it's called Bleach. I don't know.
He just didn't bleach it well enough.
Ouch.
Anyways, the two of them now fighting side by side because the hordes are so much. Oreo tells him that his grandfather, who was like the last Quincy, was begging the Soul Society to work together and was very much wanting them to all get along and work together, but they wanted nothing to do with him, thinking he was a crazy old man. This made Oreo super angry and hated all of them. Once he noticed that Ichigo was what he was, it just infuriated him and is like, I know this fucking kid. I'm going to kick his ass, basically. And Ichigo hearing this is like, well, then you're a fucking asshole because your grandpa literally wanted us to work together. So, like, thanks for telling me this. Now can we kill some fucking hollows? And the two of them, reunited by the passion, start killing off everything. And then this big ass one comes out of nowhere.
Big hollow ass.
They're called something grande. 1 second. Yeah, Menos Grandes. Yeah. A hole in the sky gets ripped open and like this black void is just chilling there, and like this weird long nose mask thing peeks out its head, and Rukia's just chilling there like, oh my god, this is bad. At this point, the store owner, the guy with the cane, is now noticing what's going on because this has been happening for a few days. And he's like, oh shit. And he's there with Rukia and they're like, oh, that's a Menos Grande. And that's hundreds of hollows that have like congealed into one massive being.
Uh-oh.
Why is it so Spanish?
I don't know, dude.
Menos grande.
Why is Starbucks Spanish?
Yeah, that's the size above a grande at Starbucks. Menos grande.
During the fight, each guy tries a bunch of things on it. Nothing seems to happen. It looks down and shoots out this massive beam, and he's holding up his blade. And as Oreo's watching this happen, he's thinking about the conversation that him and Ichigo had earlier, where Ichigo's like, oh, I don't know how to control my soul energy. I just let it be. And he's like, wait a second, that doesn't make sense. Like, I'm sensing all of this running out of him. If this is all coming out of him at all times, he would be getting tired if this isn't him at full power. And then he just like freaking and like fucking hulks the beam back at the Menos Grande. The Menos Grande is like whoa, and falls back into its void, and the sky gets zipped back up.
Nice. So he's just that natty, huh?
Yeah.
Tight.
The next few days, everything is normal and things seem to be going well. The friends are just meshing really well, and Rukia just dips one night.
Oh no. My closet girlfriend.
She's gone, believes a letter all coded, and tells him to burn it as soon as he's done reading it and hide. He does not, though. He's like, bitch, you're like my best friend. I'm coming for your ass.
I love watching you sleep.
No, she closes the door. It's not like he's like,
And then
what? There's privacy. No, Zach, no. He goes rushing after her and sees two men dressed in the gi. one with like this tight freaking knot and like weird dreads on the side as well.
Like a man bun with cornrows?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like some nobility looking ass motherfucker and just kind of has that look of like, y'all are beneath me.
I am nobility, motherfucker.
Y'all are beneath me. Y'all are scum.
Yeah, dickhead. So everything's good. Little girl's about to get, taken back? Because
Yeah,
it's her
the
time
other
now?
guy-
She didn't fall in love?
Yeah, she didn't fall in love. They're not best buds.
Friendship, love don't count?
Friendship love can count.
Not in the courts.
Not in the courts
soul
of
courts.
the Soul Society. The royalty guy, I'll tell you about him. The royalty guy is actually Rukia's older brother. He's the head of one of the ranking.
He's high up there. He's important.
He sits at the table. He's a scary
She's a
motherfucker.
princess, essentially.
She's she's nobility as well, and you're finding out that at a serious level, and the fact that she's just dipped on her family is kind of not okay in the eyes of the Soul Society and the hierarchy.
To sleep in a closet, too. Like, what the hell are you doing, stepsis?
Yeah, right. The guy beside him got red hair and this whip-like sword that's got like all these blades on it. And both Ichigo and him banter back and forth about how big their swords are.
Classic.
Yeah. Though Ichigo's sword is bigger, he gets his ass fucking handed to him.
It's not about the size.
Oh my God. Okay.
Because, well, his also comes out.
It's a grower.
So it's
not
a grower, not a shower.
What are we doing?
Yeah, Ichigo is ill prepared for this, gets his ass handed to him, and is laying on the ground for dead. Rukia is like, no, brother, don't let him die. Like, you can take me. Just like, let him be. I'll take whatever punishment that comes my way. I just leave him be.
That sounds like love.
They leave him dead on the ground, it seems, and they go through these closing doors in the middle of the street that they just summoned, and then back out forever.
Credits roll.
Credits roll.
Damn.
Are you
no.
leaving it on that cliffhanger?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's great. I like that. I like
Damn,
that.
dog. I'm titillated. Yeah. You tiddled me. Good job.
I try to tittle, dude. Tittle here, tittle there.
I know you're a master tittler.
Not to be confused with a tattler. Fuck those guys.
But tittle tattlers are all right.
Yeah, they walk the line.
Well, I'm ready for more. You guys want to keep recording? No, just kidding.
Got more eps?
Yeah, does that show keep going? What's up? Yeah, how many seasons are in that show? To be honest,
I don't know.
Do they even do seasons when it's like
No,
that?
I like
it's
Bleach.
more arcs,
Okay.
honestly.
Bleach gets literally the names of the episodes are just the numbers, which makes it really easy to count them, though. Yeah, there's 366, not including the movies and not including the new series.
Wow. Damn. Have you watched all of it?
I believe so, a long time ago, and now I kind of want to watch it again because I want to watch the new stuff because it looks ballin', but at the same time, I want to make sure that I'm fresh on what happened previously.
But it takes so long to get. Yeah, it's an investment.
Especially when it's like an
this.
early, like one of like the early long running ones. It
Right.
takes some time to get the animation and like the story beats right and like really get moving.
Yeah. Not only is it a fuck ton of content, it's boring and kind of like
Yeah.
choppy and
Now I'm sure there's probably like a Bleach abridged that would probably be badass.
Yeah, like a fan edit.
Yeah, the abridged people put in some wild humor.
Stephen and me are obsessed with the Sword Art Abridged.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
Have you ever watched Fate?
No,
No? Oh shit, I need to do Fate.
I don't believe in it either.
Either way, thank you for bringing that to us, Brody.
Yeah,
I know
not
it's
a
one of your
problem.
favorite shows out there, so it's cool to hear you talk about something that you enjoy, even if it's the part of the show you don't enjoy.
Yeah, you definitely did good though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a great picture in my head. It's a cool universe for sure. I like Oreo.
Make sure to follow us on everything that we're on, which is essentially Instagram.
Yeah.
And I'll be posting new pictures. You'll get to know when what our next episodes coming up are. We'll keep you hopefully we'll have some fan interaction there. We'll keep the community rolling now that we're back in business.
There's a new incentive for anybody who subscribes to us on 5 different platforms. They'll be put into our magenta tier, and you'll be getting one softcore, heavily narrated video, but that is a fan fiction of all 3 of us.
Oh, I thought you were just going to send them a porn video of you commentating over it. You're like, okay, so it looks like they're switching into doggy style now.
Caleb, that's for diamond level members, and they only know about it if they're a sapphire member, so...
Right. You won't find out about that till you get sapphire.
And even to get sapphire, let's be honest, ruby. We can't deny that ruby is one of the levels. Anyways, speaking about our diamond platinum members, Good Kid, who's been with us since day one, love their music. Thank you so much for letting us use your music, Down with the King and Orbit, probably at the end of this, even though other ones work really well too, but it seems to always still
Caleb
be
loves
Orbit.
his Orbit.
It's good.
And
it's classic.
It's gold. Yeah.
It's a good outro song. It makes you feel good when we leave. It's great.
I love those kids. Buy their vinyls, buy their shirts, subscribe to them on YouTube at least. And
yeah, check out their stuff on Spotify, iMusic, or whatever it's called.
No idea.
Freaking YouTube. Freaking Fortnite when they're on the radios in the cars.
Game FAQs, Yahoo Answers, AOL chat rooms. Just spread them around.
and then also follow us on places to be our diamond and platinum members, okay? That's Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Pandora, wherever you find your podcasts, really. I know Good Kid are already those diamond members, though. They've heard Zach narrate a porn video. It's great.
It's slow and sensual.
It's very sensual.
Yeah.
It's meant for the women.
Okay.
It makes porn more enjoyable for women.
Yeah.
If I say so. All right, Zach, do you have any idea of what show you're going to do next week? You got any ideas? Gonna dive into one of your childhood favorites or what?
I don't know. Maybe I'll do another, come back to one I've done.
You don't want to do Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah. Shit. All right. We're locking it in.
Thank you guys all for listening. And remember, anime not be
for everyone.
Mission sequence.
This one's a personal.
This one's a personal. Why is it sounding like Mario? I'm not sure if he's ever said that.
Because then he's running at Bowser. I don't know.
This one, this time is personal, Bowser. I would watch that one. That sounds bomb, dude.
You've cucked me for the last time, Bowser.
Your Mario sucks, Caleb.
Well, I didn't know how to say cucked in Mario.
It's me, Mario cucked. Yeah, so you've cucked me for the last time, Bowser. Is this the end of the episode clip?
Maybe.
Yeah.